Since I've started AltXtra, almost every week a new platform has approached me with their unique investment options. Maybe something simple like investing in startups for as low as 5,000 rupees, or something complicated like investing in intellectual property of growing startups for their royalty deals. मतलब कितना complicated हो सकता है? And सबको लगता है once they launch, idea super hit हो जाएगा and they will become popular. And you know what? Maybe हो भी जाएंगे popular. But in my experience, for any such investment option to become big, regulations need to be well defined. Because regulation नहीं तो investor का confidence भी नहीं, और investor का confidence नहीं तो आपके platform में आके भी कितने ही लोग invest कर लेंगे. Make sense? Yash Roongta, the founder of AltXtra, India's first and largest community on alternative investments. And I welcome you to AltXtra series powered by Grip Invest. With AltXtra, we are decoding the complexities of high-yield investments to help you make smarter investment choices. Today, we are diving into SEBI's latest reforms to boost the bond market. Let's break down these changes and see how they protect you, the retail investor. India's bond market has always lagged behind its global peers. According to the 2024 Indus Valley report by Bloom Ventures, our bond market is still much smaller globally. To change this, SEBI made a significant move on April 30, 2024, reducing the face value of privately placed corporate bonds from rupees 1 lakh to just rupees 10,000. This makes bond investments more accessible to retail investors like you and me. Another key reform is the OBPP regulations introduced in November 2022. OBPP stands for Online Bond Platform Provider. These platforms simplify the bond investment process using technology. But why did SEBI introduce these regulations in the first place? Well, private placements of corporate bonds surged 20 times from 2007 to 2023. With more retail investors entering this market, SEBI needed to address several issues. Number one was difficulty in distinguishing between listed and unlisted debt. Second was lack of any standard guidelines for compliance, marketing, and KYC norms. Third was no framework for resolving any sort of complaints. Fourth was misleading comparisons between high-yielding risky instruments and safer options without proper disclosure. Here's how OBPP regulations protect you. Number one, product restrictions. OBPP platforms can only offer listed, rated, and regulated products like corporate bonds, securitized debt instruments, sovereign gold bonds, and other regulated products by SEBI, RBI, IRDAI, or PFRDA. Number two, sales restrictions. OBPP platforms can't offer unregulated products like invoice discounting or unlisted corporate debt. Number three, regulatory compliance. Platforms must register as debt brokers with SEBI and the exchanges to ensure compliance. Number four, RFQ mechanism. RFQ stands for Request for Quote. All investments on OBPP must go through this mechanism of the exchanges for secure execution and settlement of transactions. This is a very secure way of transacting in debt products. Number 5. Grievance redressal. OBPP platforms must resolve complaints within 30 days. If they don't do that, you have the power to escalate that complaint to SEBI through the Scores portal. Number 6. Management requirements. Platforms must appoint a company secretary as a compliance officer and have at least 2 qualified key personnel with minimum of 3 years of experience in the securities market. Number 7. Level playing field. Platforms must meet minimum disclosure requirements, ensuring fairness, transparency, and accuracy across all different OBPP platforms. Number 8. Advertisement rules. OBPP platforms can't use celebrities for any marketing purposes. Ads must be truthful, fair, and not misleading. Some pretty solid rules, right? Well, to summarize, SEBI's OBPP regulations make the bond market more accessible and transparent for retail investors. Combined with the reduced bond face value, this could significantly boost investor participation. If you are new to the alternative investment space, I recommend you to not get swayed by the high yields from unregulated products or platforms. Start with OBPP platforms first, understand how these things work, and then evaluate other opportunities. I have personally lost money on unregulated platforms as well, so I am speaking from experience. That's it for this one. Thank you for watching. Let us know in the comments how confident are you with your investments on OBPP platform. In our next video, we'll discuss some obvious downsides of investing in unregulated platforms and some notable defaults in the industry as well. Stay tuned for more insights from AltXtra, powered by Alt Investor and Grip Investor. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you found this video useful. Happy investing.
Investments in debt securities, municipal debt securities, securitized debt instruments are subject to risks including delay and or default in payment. Read all the offer related documents carefully.